Back in the hinges, and I put my set screw back in here. These commercial doors are going to have a 2 3/4 back set, a knob that accommodates that. This one is only for 2 3/4 back set. Here's another type of lock. This is called a storeroom lock, and it's a keyed entry. And these are common in utility rooms, doors like this, commercial applications. And this thing goes in just like any other lock, but it's always locked. It's unlocked from the inside so you can get out, but the outside is always locked, and you need a key to get in. So you don't unlock it with the key and then it stays unlocked. So this is a universal hardware. Parts look just like Schlage, so this is a Schlage clone most likely. And the keys look just like Schlage, so you could probably rekey this to a Schlage lock. So you have to get this thing apart. If you watch the video all about locks, since this is not just pull apart, there's going to be some sort of spring mechanism or catch or something. And you search the package, here is the key. There's a hole right there. Push it in there, and this thing will come apart. And there it is. So obviously this key is going to go outside. Okay, so I got my strike in there, and you can see it's just like a Schlage strike, so that little thing sticking out has to go right in there. So this part's going to feed through there. So obviously I need to make some holes where those things go. And here's how I do this. I don't use any templates. See, I line up, see that black part? That's going to slide right into the strike. So I'll just hold it there, and then I'll mark where those metal cylinders touch the door, and then I'll drill those out. And since this is a 2 3/4 back set, those holes should both be at 2 3/4, so I've drawn a little line there, and they are. So I'm going to drill those out, and you want a bit that's bigger than those cylinders, because you don't want these things to bind, and you got to get them through both sides. But if you want to use the template, here's the template that they give you. So this line right here goes on the edge of the door, and then you see you've got the holes for a 2 3/8 setback and a 2 3/4 setback. So I just use that as a guide, and I can see that mine are going to line up just fine, and it tells you to use 3/8 inch holes. So you can see this template can be a little challenging. You never get them perfect. Now with those drilled out, you need to look through there. Look through the holes and make sure you can see where the screw goes. If that thing's off, you may have to do a little grinding, because those things can get off very easily. Now we put this gold plate on there, that brass plate. So I got those in there. Now I use these shorter machine screws that go into the lock body, and they have to line up, and they're pretty easy. So I get that one in there. Just put it in secure, just so everything stays in place. Don't crank it down. I put in the second one. There. Now with that in place, test your lock again, and everything's working. And just like any other lock, if you feel it binding, sticking, move things around, find that happy space. Now we have to put on this piece, and this stem sticking out is going to dictate which way the lever goes. If you put it on like this, your lever's going to go like that, and obviously you don't want that. You want your lever over here, so this stem needs to go on like that. Then we'll put on these screws. And these screws will go through those holes we drilled and into the other side of that lock. And if that, see, that feels a little tight, so I got to back it off. Don't want to strip these things. Don't want to cross thread them. That one feels good. And lastly, they come with these extra self-tapping sheet metal screws that go in these holes. Hold everything nice and snug. Always testing. Don't have to put all those in. I don't. If I got it secure, I don't want to risk jacking anything up. Put on the cover, and this thing should just pop right off. And there we go. Perfect. You just have to put in the latch plate, so it actually works. Yeah, and the nice thing is no mortising. And that's it, the final test. There we go. Close it. And look at that. Now we got some casing on there, and it's in the process of being painted, and it looks awesome. Now, the guy who painted this was tasked with waterproofing everything, and it should go without saying, this whole frame required heavy bead of silicon-based caulk, not latex. And then it's all set. Here's your knockdown frame.